Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. It's been a little bit over a week since I said hi. I hope you're all doing well. Um, so, last time I was excited about seeing my ALS clinic. So, over last week, saw them Monday and Tuesday and got evaluated. Forgive the air conditioner. In Texas, it's gotten warm today, so we're getting a little lip of what is to come. Beats the snow and ice, if you ask me. So last Sunday, I was really excited, and that excitement got to me, and I didn't sleep real well. I don't know why. I was just like a kid in a candy factory. It's like, finally get to see it. Oh, it's been so long to get there. So went and got in, and you're able to talk to other patients. So met another lovely couple. Went through the testing. The EMG was good, which is nice. Neuropsychological testing. When you're C9 or any kind of genetic, C9 actually has a sister disease that can happen. One of the diseases is frontotemporal lobe dementia, so that will be something that I will always be assessed for. And with the MRIs that I've had, it shows that I'm having some atrophy in the lower part of my back of my brain into my spinal cord. So, it was just like one of those things that you think about it all, and you're all excited. You get in, you meet psychiatrist, and you're just like, okay, wearing masks because we're living in COVID land still. It's like you have a mask, you have 3 hours of sleep, you've not had any caffeine, and there's people outside the door that are talking, and the muffled voice is asking, you to repeat words. It gave me a panic attack, which is the most ridiculous thing. I was really anxious, and I'm usually one that's not anxious. So I was told that a lot of people have that reaction. They get nervous about that test. So it confirmed I have ADHD. At least that's not deadly. So I am going to be going to the ALS Clinic, and I got into 2 biometric clinics, or clinicals right now, research clinicals. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm an atypical ALS patient that's C9, which is good. I mean, I'm a slow progressor. Out of anything, that's truly a blessing. It really is. Just I guess, with hope with things, and then kind of like, yeah, that's ALS. So I got started on the ridazole, and my vain self, the doctor and some of the fellows were like, yes, and there's a slight drop in, facial signs. It's like, yeah, one of my cheeks dropped. I'm a vain woman, so that's something that always gets me. But I mean, out of it, the fact that I can still walk is good. So, my left side is weaker. My hips are unstable related to some of the changes in my lower brain stem, spinal cord, so my hips are weaker. So it's just, it doesn't change much, but then I'll be following up with the clinic, and that's really wonderful. So got that done. I guess when anything like this, you never imagine what will come up in life when you have, a long-awaited appointment to get a second opinion to see what they're going to do. And then, with my family situation with a close friend and that whole situation, and being really concerned about my friend, it was really, it's probably like not the best time to have some kind of test. So, but it all worked out. So just kind of getting my head around that. That was, I guess I've turned into a lush. I sleep in when I can. Get my daughter up for school for the bus, but just having my hours off, and with everything going on with my friend's mother, set off my insomnia, which is not fun. So I actually have gotten some sleep. 3 days of sleep, and I feel like myself again. Yay! So just kind of enjoying life. Nothing really that exciting. doing the meditation course and kind of, you know, all the different aspects of that, it's been really wonderful. I found, even though with, you know, dealing with, okay, it might be good news, it could be something a little less severe, but no, it is that same severe thing that I've had. Okay, you know, it's kind of a mind, excuse the language, it's a mind fuck, you know, to go through that, but understanding, you know, I've dealt with it. You know, it's something, when you have ALS or MND, you have to deal with it in your mind. You know, your family does, your friends do, everybody has to adjust with it. So I'm thankful that I have the support I do. My husband, my sisters, my best friend, my other friends, you know, I have such a community around me. I'm very lucky. It's just, you know, one of those hard things, you know, but I think that roundabout, you know, I'm a very blessed person. You know, the one thing doctor told me is no one knows exactly when, you know, only God knows. So you can't always think of the worst and worry about the worst, because realistically, is the worst going to happen? We're all going to die. You know, that's just, you know, from the moment you're born, you've got your time, you know, you never know. So that's what is going on with me, you know. Feeling pretty good. I mean, I haven't had any symptoms of starting the medicine. It's just trying to figure out, you know, keep your, you know, on an empty stomach, 1 hour before meals, 2 hours after meals, you know, it's just kind of working that around. And oh my Lord, I got the nutritionist I saw, which I think is wonderful about an ALS clinic. And if you do have MND or ALS, if you have the access to an ALS clinic, it's probably a very good idea to get to one, because you can see all the specialties in one place, and it's not having to go from this doctor to that doctor to this to that to this, you know, being spread around. It's really convenient that way. So I saw a lot of specialists, and the nutritionist had told me, you know, gave me this diet so I can have eggnog anytime I want. Now, my diabetes probably wouldn't like that, but it's just, you know, something like 3,100 calories. I mean, it's a huge diet. It's like, we don't want you to lose weight. It's like, yeah, but I can't eat that much. My diabetes won't like me. So, enjoying that. I did hear that my tongue is atrophying, so I don't know how long I'll be able to do these speech, like these little videos. Hopefully it'll for a long time. You know, there's always hope, right? But I'm going to look into recording my voice, and, you know, look into that, trying to figure out which one works best with Apple. So, fun, you know, other than the disease. I don't know. I mean, you know, I started the 200-hour teacher course, and that's been really interesting. You know, it's a lot of, you know, one thing that when we moved next to a fire house. You know, one thing, if you live in an area that has terrible storms, they usually keep the lights on, or they will get the lights on for the fire department very quick. Not bad to be along the same line with that. But I don't know. I mean, what was I saying? You know, with the meditation course. So it's like there's a lot of psychological stuff in it. You know, it's kind of like Johani window. You know, a lot of things. So I think it's going to be fun. I got a lot of lovely responses. You know, just having a really wonderful time. Well, there it goes. Sorry, guys. You know, I find that it's like almost with getting that routine with, you know, prayer or meditating, whether you do chants or, you know, your prayers, whatever things, you know, once in the morning, once in the evening, has really allowed me to be calmer, which I think has been very helpful. Instead of having, you know, that panic attack that happened at that point, you know, it's like, I never realized, you know, that I probably look at people's faces and watch their lips when they're talking. I have a slight hearing deficit. So it's like, oh, learn something new about myself, you know, which is, wish I hadn't been so anxious during it, you know. But I don't know, just trying to get my head around, figure out new things. I have a new slew of vitamins that I'm supposed to take. You know, it's a second breakfast of vitamins and a second dinner of vitamins, which is nice. I mean, you know, a lot of antioxidants. So it's, you know, not bad. I mean, I'm just happy that I'm actually on a medicine that's neuroprotective, which is something that my previous neurologist didn't want to necessarily start me on because he didn't want to keep me out of clinical trials. So I'm on it. We'll see, you know. Got to keep my liver enzymes within good boundaries so I can stay on it. It's filtered through the liver, so that's something to be aware of. But, you know, I think seeing my daughter, you know, it's like my best friend watched her for the days because it was we had to leave at 5:30 to be there at 7, and it was to be at 5 p.m. We did get out a little bit earlier the second day, but it was definitely one of those things that she stayed with my best friend for 2 days, which was really kind of my best friend. You know, that's both my daughters call my best friend their aunt. You know, sometimes your best friend and friends can be the family you choose. So that worked out. She went to school, and I don't know if hearing all of the stuff that was going on, she had a little challenge the next couple days, so we got it in gear. You know, it's like, oh, you're not going to listen in school? Well, guess what? You know, you've got a 3-day weekend, you're going to get a math tutor. And ended up being that my husband had his second COVID test or COVID vaccine on Saturday, yesterday. And she was in the back seat with earpods on and, you know, smartphone, getting her math tutor. So it's interesting that I think she found a challenge. You know, she said it was hard. The new math with kids is amazing. I don't know it. That's why I got her a tutor. But she found another way, and she was doing really well. I don't know. I guess that's with all of us. Even if something seems easy, sometimes if we come up to something hard, it takes us a little time to get around it and then really get through it. I mean, you know, I can say that as an adult, I still have that as issues. But yeah, so I didn't have many reactions to my COVID vaccine. I had the Pfizer one. My husband had the Moderna one, and he got it yesterday at 4 p.m. Central Time. So today around 2 p.m. he started feeling really bad. So he's in bed feeling sleepy. You know, went and got a haircut with my best friend, which was awesome. Did a little shopping. So I guess we'll just have macaroni for dinner. Ooh, the healthy thing. But hey, I'm on a 3,100 calorie diet. No, I'm not going to do that. I will try to keep my calories up because I had the lack of early satiety, lack of appetite, which they said don't drink during meals. And it's like, that's really hard because I get choked easy. I mean, I have to chew and tuck my chin with different things. I mean, but things like angel food cake, I mean, I can't eat anymore because it gets stuck. I mean, I had some croissants the other day and they got stuck too. So it's just got to be careful with what I eat, and I definitely need fluids. So I'll just drink water, you know. But hey, you know, I was looking at the new Dr. Pepper. If you're in the United States, you probably are familiar with Dr. Pepper. If you're out of the United States, North America, you probably aren't familiar with it. It's a soda, so it's a soda pop. Around here, we'd call it a Coke. Everything's a Coke. But they have a zero version now that's not calorie free. It's 55 calories per 8-ounce serving, but it doesn't have the sugar. So I guess with the new diet, it fits. I don't know. So apparently the yogic breaths, the pranayama that I do, has increased my lung capacity. So hey, if you're ALS MD and your doctors say it's okay, go ahead and try it. Now, anything I do mention in this, I definitely want you to, before you try anything, you do anything, you ask anything, definitely contact your doctor and your care providers and make sure it's okay for you as an individual. Ask them. Don't ask Dr. Google. Don't ask any, you know, that. Just, you know, make sure it's okay for you, because I don't want to be giving advice that might hurt you. Okay? So I just got my certificate today for Introduction to Pranayama. You know, I don't know. Here I retire as a nurse and I'm going on and getting other education, you know. If I can use it professionally at some point, that'd be great, you know, if I can help people. But if it's not, it's just a journey I've taken, and it's more for me than it is anything else. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Tomorrow with the students in our state, they have these days where our district has teacher work days, so the kids have work book or papers they have to do at home. So I think we'll get my daughter to try some new tie-dye techniques. Yeah, here I am doing yogic meditation, pranayama breaths, doing tie-dye. I promise you I'm not a hippie. I don't know, I just think if I am a slow progressor, how lucky am I that I'm here now. I have the people around me that I really love and I care about, and I can still be present. That's the biggest gift. You know, with ALS MND, you never know. But truly in life, you never know. So I think it's really important for everybody, even if you're healthy or you have health anxiety and you're watching this video, my heart goes out to you, because anxiety is a miserable thing. But we only have today, we only have right now. And each day, if you can find something that's beautiful and appreciate it, or, you know, hug someone you love, call a friend, you know, just pet an animal, you know, it makes a difference. You know, I think in this time when we've had COVID and we've been so separated around everything, I mean, you know, Zoom meetings for this, Zoom meetings for that. If you're driving in places that have opened, you see the people on the road and it scares you because people forgot how to drive or just not as safely as they did before. If that was ever true. But you know, just make time for yourself and find something that you really enjoy and appreciate the beauty around, you know. Take that time to take care of yourself. It's really important. You know, it's when you're dealing with heavy things, and we're all dealing with a heavy time, you know, making sure that you take care of yourself is really, really important. I can tell you, make sure you sleep, because if you don't, your brain's not going to work right. No, but my ADHD is confirmed. Oh, it's terrible. Though, you know, I can tell you, for years I refused to believe I had it. I would say that no, I'm just gifted, talented. You know, I finally did, but you know, hey, proof is in the pudding. I have it. Sorry for you guys having to watch this video. No, that's probably why I say things over and over again. Oh, one thing I want to say. You know, I mentioned in my last video about the advanced directives. One thing a tip I was given by one of the specialists at the ALS Clinic was for ALS and MND patients, if you do the advanced directives, there's something known as a durable power of attorney. Things that are over your financial things. Because of, in various states, you know, usually people put it as if someone's found incompetent, though they recommend to save your family issues, because being incompetent is a legal issue. It's not a doctor saying this. The doctor can say it, but it has to be proven in courts. And if you're an ALS MND patient and you're at that point, or if you are a genetic patient like I am that may develop a various dementia, you want to make sure that your family can take care of you and have least amount of barriers that they can. So there is an option on your durable power of attorney to make it immediate. So if you have, if you're an ALS clinic that may have access to an attorney, or if you have an attorney, or if you download them and get them witnessed, you may want to consider making this immediate. You don't have to use them immediately, but if it comes a point where you cannot get to a bank or you cannot do this, your family will be able to do it without having to go through a big rigor move that takes a long time, takes months to get to be declared incompetent. And at that point, they may have to go for guardianships, and that's a big mess. So, you know, definitely get your everybody in this world should have um, their thoughts about what would happen if they became sick or at the end of their life. So having your advance directives, you know, medical power of attorney, durable power of attorney, a will is really important. If this is real big for you, definitely contact an attorney you trust, or, you know, talk to a social worker. You know, they'll be able to point you in the right direction. So that, yeah, that's not really fun, is it? Yeah, but ooh, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of excited about the tie-dye. Got some special stuff straight from San Francisco. Yeah, get it from the hippies. Didn't know that you use ash stuff in the like water when you get it wet. We'll see if we can get some bright colors. You know, I was using tulip for my granddaughter's little onesies, and they turned out okay, but just not exactly the way I wanted them. So, you know, it's for my daughter, but I like to play too. So, I don't know. Just that's what's going on. So everything's good. I hope you guys are all doing good, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or you have any topics you'd like me to discuss, definitely put it down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and please find something that you really find beautiful each day. Find something. It's there. Make sure you hug or pet or talk to someone you really care about, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.